Hello, I thought I would try this challenge where I play through Half-Life as far as I can. But if I die, Gordon's story ends and the Half-Life series would not continue. So that I would make it very far, I played on easy, but keep in mind I only played through Half-Life twice by now. But enough yapping, let's get into it. This is a story about a man named Gordon Freeman. It was a normal day for our hero, Gordon Freeman, a theoretical physicist at Black Mesa. He got onto the tram which would take him to his destination, the Anomalous Material Laboratories. But on his way, he saw something that wasn't like every other day. A man in a dark suit watched him drive by with his tram. Gordon stood up and inspected him closely. Something was off about this man. As his tram continued, Gordon turned his attention back to the same old train ride. He soon arrived at the Sector C test slabs, where a security guard opened his door and silently walked by Gordon to open the door for him. As Gordon entered the lobby, another guard told him,
Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files. Just one of those days, I guess. They were having some problems down in the test chamber, too, but I think that's all straightened out. They told me to make sure you headed down there as soon as you got into your hazard suit.
So Gordon walked to the locker room to put on the HEV suit, but he took the wrong turn at one of the intersections and walked by a room where he saw the mysterious man again. He tried to understand what they were talking about, but his voice was too muffled. As the man turned his head, he got a weird feeling, as would he stare into his soul. So Gordon got the heck out of there and put on the hazardous environment suit and went down to the test chamber. Some scientists gave him some instructions and he entered the chamber. He had to press a button, up a ladder and wait for a weird crystal to arrive. Gordon pushed the sample very carefully into the machine, but what he didn't know yet was that this action will change the world as he knew it forever. The machine was behaving weird and explosions started happening. Gordon sat down in the corner to stay away from the machine. Something hit him and everything became dark. So he turned on the flashlight on his HEV, but it stayed dark. Suddenly he was back in the test chamber. But then he got teleported to a different dimension. He got teleported to some weird aliens. And then he was back in the test chamber. As he stepped out of the chamber, he saw what he had done. It was truly tragic. He got onto the still working elevator and met up with two scientists. One opened the door and said he had to make it to the surface. Determined to fix everything, Gordon dodged lasers and crab-like aliens. Further ahead, he found a weapon of mass destruction: a crowbar. After climbing an elevator shaft, he saw a guard fighting a zombie. He teamed up with the guard and proceeded to go into the locker room again to find some batteries for his suit. Sadly, the guard left him and he couldn't find him after he stepped out of the locker room. He tried to open the door. He came in, but it was locked, so he crawled through some vents. As he proceeded to get to the surface, he saw the mysterious man again. He tried to shoot him, but some new aliens attacked him. He tried to follow the mysterious man, but instead of the man, he found the scientists, which opened a door for him so that he could get some more ammo and grenades. As he walked through the hallway, he heard someone or something knock on the door. Ready for everything to jump out, he hid behind a barrel and shot the alien stepping out of the door. As he got deeper into the facility, he stepped into a big room where he pulled a lever which sent down a lift further into the facility. Many crabs came down with him, so he jumped off the platform early to avoid them altogether. Sometime later, Gordon found an elevator taking him down to the offices. But the offices were even worse because there were more zombies and weird tongues from the ceiling. He had to crawl through vents and avoid electrified water. He later found a shotgun and he had to turn off a deadly turret which shot everything in his way. He stacked some boxes to reach a half station to heal his bullet wounds from the turret. He found another guard, with which Gordon proceeded to continue his way. But in an all-out brawl against many aliens, the guard sadly had to leave his life. Gordon continued his way into the mesa, but stopped to take a detour over the ceiling and through some vents to get more ammo, which he further needed to make his way to the freezer. As he walked up some stairs and tried to open a random door, he suddenly met the mysterious man again, which looked him dead in the eyes. Gordon knew he was deeply involved in this accident, so he continued. But there was a difficult jump to make inside an elevator shaft, which our hero successfully made, but he could not hold on to the ladder and fell to his death. So that's how far I got in Half-Life without dying in one attempt, and because of that Gordon's story ended rather quickly. But there are 2 other heroes which stories we have to tell, so stay tuned for that. Bye bye!